Hello and welcome to the Monday Night Yoga Book Club. Oh man, my hair is going wild. That's kind of a joke and not a joke. But first, Bella went to the bed because she might be running around a little bit because she has a stomach ache and her food has been prepared but put on the counter. So she's like, "Why the fuck won't you bring it down?" Anyways, there's this. I just got this book. And I'm not endorsing the book necessarily, but I've heard now two different sources talk about it. And I'm going to read the first thing I read from this book. It's all the rage right now. It's just the thing that people, is what I'm hearing down on the street. It's this book, by the way. Probably some of you already heard of it. And I'm going to see if I can read there's just like this little opening part, which kind of blew my mind a little bit. Because we breathe in this class, and of course now there's a book about breathing because we forget all the good things we're supposed to do. So let's see if I can read. I'm going to have to turn this light on for a second. Okay. In transporting the breath, the inhalation must be full. When it is full, it has big capacity. When it has big capacity, it can be extended. When it is extended, it can penetrate downward. When it penetrates downward, it will become calmly settled. When it is calmly settled, it will be strong and firm. When it is strong and firm, it will germinate. When it germinates, it will grow. When it grows, it will retreat upward. When it retreats upward, it will reach the top of the head. The secret power of providence moves above. The secret power of earth moves below. He who follows will live. He who acts against this will die. 500 BC, carved into a stone in the Zhou dynasty. 500 BC, they're talking about breathing. Now we're talking about breathing 2020 on a computer. So anyways, I'm about to read this book. Some people have already read it and said good things about it. And we're going to start nice and easy today. I hope everyone can hear me okay. I'm flipping this light back down. It's great to see you. I'm going to go back a little bit. We're going to start in the seated position today. Sorry about that, Frank. We'll stand up in a second. So let me get far enough back. Good. So just cross the legs however you can, nice and simple. I'm not going to put my foot up. You can just cross your legs however. And we're going to start just with the breathing. So I've been liking doing it with the hands. I think I did it like that last week too. So in through the nose, out through the nose. You can restrict the throat. You want an active straight back and spine in a lot of the poses, and we are pulling the shoulders a little bit back, and in a lot of the poses, straight back, shoulders back. Let's breathe in through the nose as we reach up. As we breathe out, down with the hands. Both directions in and out through the nostrils. We're going to breathe in through the nose. And we're going to breathe out. Hands down. We're going to breathe in through the nose. And we breathe out. And let's just keep doing this on your own. Breathing in. Breathing out like we're setting the tempo of the breath for the practice. Breathing in, which we will try to continue for the whole hour. Breathing out. Again, breathing in. And breathing out. Let's do 10 more, maybe. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, again, 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 again. One more breath in. Let's hold the breath in. and then out, and then just sit and feel the body with all of that breathing. The Bella's like, why aren't you feeding me? Sit down, or I was talking to Bella, sorry. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind you, lengthen up through the spine, gently look back and continue with the breath. Drawing it in, pushing it out. Let's come all the way around and over to the other side. Breathing in. And out. Looking back over the shoulder. Good. Back to center. Right hand on the ground, 6 inches out from your hip. Fingers pointing out and away. Left palm faces the ceiling. We're going to reach over like a nice straight line running down the side. Keep the hip down if possible. And then look up along the elbow to the ceiling and continue with the breath. Great. Let's go ahead and switch. Hang on. Let's do the other side. Great. So we're on the other side. I hope you are too. Good. Back to center. Very nice. Let's stand. Once standing, we're going to hop. So you can either go right and left foot, or you can just hop straight up and down. Then you can shake the hands out. I'm going to do left and right. Good. With the feet apart, about the distance of the hips or shoulders, we're going to rotate the arms forward. Nice and easy. And backwards. Good. Let's come across the front, switching which hand goes on top. All right, hands on the hips, let's swing around. We're going to take some time swinging around, one direction at first, so please keep doing that. And then let's go the opposite direction. Bella's going to stare at me till I feed her. Good, back to center. Stand on one foot, we're doing both. It's not side specific on this one. Either one you want, bring the knee up. Don't extend the leg, let the leg drop down into the hands. Stand up real tall and pull the shoulders a little bit back and down. And breathe here, breathe everywhere. Drawing the breath in, pushing the breath out. Great, let's switch other leg, please. Excellent. Feet together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. Let me get back as far as I can. We're going to breathe in as we reach up and look up. We're going to breathe out as we forward fold, bringing the fingers super low. We keep them down. We look up. We're going to lengthen the tail through the eyeballs. And we forward fold. Come on all the way back up, reaching out and up. We're going to come down through the heart center. We push into the earth. We're going to circle back up. Breathing out, we forward fold again, fingers low. We look up and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart. We push into the earth. We circle all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up. We forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart. We push into the earth. We circle all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up and we forward fold. Let's do a few more today. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down through the heart. We push into the earth. We circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up. We forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center, push into the earth, circle back up on the in-breath. Forward folding again, fingers low. We're going to look up, and this is the one. Please step back to the top of the push-up, belly and legs tight. We're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. Good, and when you're ready, lower down, maybe hover 2 inches, and then roll forward. Up dog, legs tight. And then down dog, pulling up and back. We're going to pedal the feet, which are 2 fists apart, bending one leg, pushing the opposite heel, watching the knees move. So the head is tucking, so the crown of the head is coming towards the mat. Good. Walk or jump to the top of the mat, feet back together. Fingers low, legs straight. We're going to look up. We're going to forward fold. Let's come all the way back up, reaching out, and we're going to come down again through the heart center. We push into the earth. We circle all the way back up. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up. We step back, top of push-up. We're going to lower down, up dog, and down dog. Nice. We'll come up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath. Little bit over and over, looking at the knees. You could stay still if you like. Good. Again, walk or jump, top of the mat, feet together. We look up, we forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. We push into the earth, we circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, folding down again, fingers low. We're going to look up. We're stepping back again, top of push-up number 3. Lower down, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. So we'll stay in down dog. Remember, you can rest anytime you want. The hands are the distance of the shoulders. The hand is fully on the mat with the middle fingers forward. Feet 2 fists apart, looking at the knees or the navel. So the chin is kind of coming towards the chest. It's one of the locks. Good. Step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up. We forward fold. Let's intertwine all the fingers and turn the palms to the ceiling. We're going to come all the way up. So thumbs to the ceiling, palms to the ceiling, feet apart for stability, and let's lean over to the right. And let's lean over to the left. And we're going to come back to center. Keep the fingers interlaced. Try not to move the hips too much and turn and look to the right. And we're going to turn and look to the left. Great, and back to center, feet back together. We'll be at the top of the mat. We're going to do the, with the warrior ones, the Surya Namaskara B. Big toes touching, ankles not touching. Let the knees fall together. Sit in chair. Good. Come all the way up and over, forward folding, fingers low. We're going to look up. We're going to step back, top push-up again. We're going to lower down. Up dog, tighten the legs. Down dog. On the right, warrior one. Right foot steps almost to the wrist, outside the center line. Left foot turns out flat. That foot is pointed out between 45 degrees and 90, but up a bit. Let's reach the arms up. Knee over the ankle. Less is okay. Don't go further than that. We're going to reach the left arm forward. So we want the chest to face the front of space, and a lot of times with the leg back here, it pulls all the way through the side, so a little bit of extra action on that. Touch the ceiling, and hands back down, step back, top push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog, and left side stepping, warrior one, right foot turns out. I'm gonna get a little less than knee over the ankle for me tonight. And then reach the right arm forward, turning that shoulder just a little bit in, so the chest is facing front of space, or trying to. That's the direction we are going. Great. Touch the ceiling and hands back down again. Step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and good. We're going to stay here. Breathing, resting anytime you want. Breathing the whole time. Good. Step hop, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold. Feet and knees together, sitting in chair. And standing, arms all the way down. Excellent. Let's do a few more. Sit in chair. Come on, all the way up and over, forward fold. We're going to look up. We're stepping back, top of push-up. We lower down, up dog, down dog. Warrior one again on the right, back up. Hands in prayer this time above the head, and look up to the hands in prayer. Good. Back down, building some heat. We're going to lower down, up dog, down dog. Left foot stepping, right foot turns out, hands in prayer, up above the head, looking up, lengthening up. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, top push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and great. Let's stay here, looking at the knees of the navel, breathing in the nose. All right, step or jump, top, we look up, forward fold, feet and knees again, sitting in chair, standing, shoulders back and down, tight core. Let's do it again, sit in chair. Good, all the way up and over, forward folding. We look up, we step back, top push up again. We lower down, up dog, down dog, warrior one again on the right, right foot steps, left foot turns out, hands in prayer again, looking up, lengthening up, maybe arching back. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, top push up, lower down, up dog, and down dog. Left side stepping, right foot turns out. Back up, hands in prayer above the head, looking up, prayer to the sun, the moon, and the never ending, never ending. Great. Hands back down, step back, top push up, lower down, up dog, and down dog. And very nice. We'll stay here breathing, and we'll do one more in a little bit. Good. Walk or jump, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair again. Standing, arms all the way down, fixing the shirt. Last one we're doing with warrior two, sit in chair. Good, all the way up and over, folding down, fingers low. We look up, we step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog, warrior two on the right, right foot steps. The stance is a little bit longer for me in warrior two. It feels good. Warrior one's normally just a little shorter, but you know your space, feel your body. Let the shoulders hang down, the arms are out over the feet, the heels more specifically, knees still over the ankle, hip trying to rotate back, staring at the fingers in front of you, shoulders light, core tight, breathing. Turn the right hand so the palm faces the ceiling as gentle as possible. Put the left hand on the leg in the back and arch back just for a moment. Good. Hands back down, top of the mat. Step back. Lower down, up dog, down dog. On the left, warrior two, right foot turns out. Arms out over those heels again. Shoulders dropping down, holding the core, looking at the fingers in the front. Turn the hand in the front so the palm faces the ceiling, gentle as possible. Hand in the back on the back leg, right on right, and we arch back again. Nice. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up. Go lower down, up dog, and down dog. And great, let's stay here, resting if you like. Good, step hop, top of the mat. We look up, we forward fold. Let's sit in chair, feet and knees together. And we're gonna stay right here for a little bit. I want to try to bring those shoulders back over the hips if possible so we're not leaning too far forward. And it'd be great if we could get straight up, even if it's like the legs are bending a little less. And let's breathe here. Good, stand feet apart. You can grab elbows or you can grab prayer. And we're gonna hang down. And you could bounce or just hang and breathe. Good, let's come up and touch the ceiling. And then we're gonna come all the way down again. Peace fingers and index and middle, scissors, are coming underneath the big toe on both sides and thumb touching on the inside as the big toe pushes down. You might have to bend your legs, totally awesome, do that. And see if they go straight, pull the elbows away from the ears, bring the top of the head down. Let's come all the way back up, touch the ceiling for a moment. On the out breath, all the way back down, we're putting each hand under each foot from the front so the toes touch the crease in your wrist. You can pull up on the feet. You can see if the legs will go straight, lengthen the top of the head down. Right, let go, and let's stand again. So, we're gonna pivot tonight from the top of the mat. We're stepping the left leg back about the distance of one of your legs, like close to our warrior two stance. Right foot straight forward, left foot 45 degrees. We're gonna do triangle by reaching the arms out and keep this leg straight. So it's quite a bit like warrior two, but with the straight legs. We're gonna take a breath in, and we're gonna breathe out and reach out, and then right hand down, left arm straight up. You could also have palms facing out and away. If you look down, you want to be stacked over the legs. So The shoulders are stacked over the leg, the nose is pointing to the leg, and then you could look to the reaching hand. We're going to breathe. We are going to pivot tonight, so let's just stay here though. Great, let's come back up. So we're going to turn the front foot into 45 degrees. The back foot, which is the left, out, straight out. We're going to reach out so that we get triangle on the other side. Reach out so the hip moves, and left hand down, right arm up. Same stuff, trying to be stacked between the panes of glass. If you look down, you want to see the outside of your foot the same as the mat. So it's running straight forward unless you're on the mat crooked, which will make my OCD totally go insane. Let's breathe. Good, back up. Let's pivot again. Left toes into 45, right toes out. I would suggest that we shorten the stance on this one, a couple of inches. We're going to reach that left arm way out. So get that stretch all the way through your back. And then we're going to do our twist. We're going to put the left hand on the right shin. You could just have both hands on the shin, or we're going to reach the right arm up, twisting through the torso, keeping the legs straight. If you want leverage, the back of the hand goes outside of the leg. Grip the mat a bit with your big toe. Lengthen the tail to the crown of the head. We'll breathe here. If your hand gets down on the ground, the legs are straight and the feet are flat. Good, back up. Let's pivot again. Right toes in, left toes out. Reach that right arm, stay reaching. See the foot right here pointing straight out the back. And then again, same pose. Right hand maybe just on the shin, back of the hand outside of the leg. Twisting, gripping the mat, keeping this right hip. We don't want it to jump out, or the left hip. Keep it all locked in, especially on this one, the left hip might try to escape. Good. Back up. We pivot again. Left toes in, right toes out. Let's re-lengthen the stance and do warrior two with the arms out over the legs. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. Let's take the center of the right forearm, place it on the leg, left arm up and over. We're going to look along the armpit to the ceiling. You could stay here, or you could put the right hand on the ground. And again, we just breathe. And back up, straight this right leg so we can pivot to the other side. Left toes out, warrior two, hip trying to pull back, looking at the fingers in front of us and breathing. Good. Forearm on the leg, right arm up and over like we did on the other side. Up, up. Let's breathe here. And back up. Pivot again. Warrior two with the right foot in the front. Arms back out. We're going to hold warrior two for a moment. We're going to do a repeat of the pose from the beginning, but we're going to do the other version of it. We're going to turn the right palm to face the ceiling. We're going to take the left hand all the way behind us, grabbing the shirt in the pocket of the leg. Keep the knee over the ankle, and then we're going to arch back. Good, back up. We're going to pivot, warrior two to the back. Hang on, breathing and breathing. Turn the palm to face, arm around the back, arch it back. We're going to stay here. And back to center, horse. Turn the toes so they face straight out, and we're going to hold the ceiling and stay here. Just breathing. Little longer, more breath. Good, let's stand. Turn the toes so they run straight forward. And we're going to reach straight up and then straight down so that the fingers are on the line that the toes are on. And then maybe the hands come down. Definitely the head comes down through the spine, and we're going to breathe here. And back up. We're going to reach all the way out. And then behind the tail, let's intertwine the fingers. So it's like so, palms together. It might seem like less, less depth, but push the palms together anyways. And then we come all the way up and over. If you want to hit the shoulders, you can open up the hands a little. Now keep the fingers interlaced. Let's breathe here. Good. Back up. Let's touch the ceiling. And then all the way back down, we'll grab the shins, the ankles, or, and I gotta shorten my stance a little bit for this, big toes, peace fingers, elbows out and away, top of the head down, legs must be straight, so you can just grab the shins is fine. Let's breathe. Let's stay down low. Both hands are gonna grab the right shin, bring the nose towards the knee, rotate that left shoulder under and through for a moment. And then all the way over to the other side, rotating the right shoulder under and through for a moment. Great. Let's stand. We're going to shorten the stance to about 3 feet. Let's turn the left toes out in a way with the right toes slightly in. So the first pose will be left foot in the front, right in the back. We're going to bring the arms out. You can grab the elbows, or you can grab a reverse prayer. We're going to look up, and then we're going to fold down, pushing a little over to the left. So we want to square the shoulders to the earth. We're going to breathe here. Good, and back up. Let's pivot. Left toes into 45, right toes out. Arms out, and behind the back again. Grab the elbows, and we fold down. So shoulders square into the earth, same distance to the ground, legs straight. Breathing in the nose. Good. Back up. Let's step to the top of the mat. You could shake it out a little bit if you like. Moving around, breathing. We're going to do tree standing. Oh, actually, let's stand on the left foot. I'm going to go sideways because that's the only way I have space. So we're going to do warrior three and Ardha Chandrasana with the twist. So standing on the left foot first, you can open the arms up and then lift the right leg. And until the body is nearly parallel to the earth or parallel to the earth, straight standing leg if possible. We'll take a few breaths here in warrior three. Those of you that like, stay here if you want. Ardha Chandrasana, left hand down, right arm up. And we're just going to hold the last one for a second. So switch the hands. Good. Stand. Let's get it loose again. And I'll do this one forward. We're going to stand on the right foot, arms out, warrior three. Oh. And those of you that like, right hand down, left arm up. Looking up is difficult, but I think that's what we're going for. I'm going to look down. And for a moment, we switch the hands. And let's stand, step it out again. So now, I jumped the gun before, we're going to do tree, standing on the left. Tree to me is going to feel a lot like a rest compared to those last poses. So we're going to lift the right foot up, lock it against the leg, or put it out in front like I've done a bunch of times in these videos. Hands to the heart or all the way up. I'm going to keep them at the heart. We're trying to flatten out this way now. So wall in front of us pushing against wall behind us. So this leg is rotating back, and the hip stays in place. And we'll breathe. Nice hold. Let that down, step it out. We're going to do the other side standing on the right. We lift the left. And you see I pulled the leg up there. Get it locked in place before I let go. Over time, you might be able to do that naturally without the hand, but I just got so used to it. Hands to the heart or all the way up. Again, you could put the leg in the front instead, which is like that. Great. Let that down. Step it out. Let's stand again on the left foot. We're going to lift the right and keep the knee pointing straight forward. And right hand grabs the right, just below the knee. So we're not collapsing the leg so that the foot can dangle freely. Those of you that want to are welcome to take the peace fingers and grab the big toe, extending out through the foot. I'm just going to hold the knee, which is what most of us will do, just balancing here and breathing. Let's open up to the side as we look in the opposite direction. And back to center, leg out on its own, just holding it up. You could bring the arms out for the extra balance if you like. Great, let it down, step it out. Let's stand on the right. We lift the left, left on left, hand on hip. And again, if you want to extend the leg, you're welcome to. Nice and tall standing, shoulders a little bit back. So many poses that's in. Good, let's open up to the left as we look to the right. Back to center, leg out on its own. Excellent, let it down. Let's squat, feet about the distance of hips or shoulders. My toes are definitely splayed out a bit. I'm putting the elbows against the legs and lengthening up to the back. Those of you that want to do crow are welcome to. Those of you that want to do headstand are welcome to. I think I'm just going to stay like this today and breathe. It's a bit longer. Good. Let's, I'm going to roll up the mat. We're going to come to hands and knees. Knees are 2 fists apart. And then well, you don't have to come all the way down to hands and knees because we're going to step the right foot top of the mat and reach the arms up. And you could lengthen this foot out a little further if you like and kind of let the hips hang down. And we're going to stay like this for a few breaths. Let's twist. Left elbow goes all the way outside the right leg. Hands in prayer, pulling towards the chest, turning the fingers up to the face, rotating the right shoulder back so the chest is trying to face out and away. Good. Hands back down. Let's switch the legs. Left leg top, arms up. You can bring the leg further out if you like. Big funnel with the arms. Hips hanging down a bit. And now twisting right elbow. So we don't move the leg at all. Hands in prayer pull in as we rotate back, fingers towards the face. And we'll breathe here. Great. We won't need the mat rolled up, so if you rolled it up, unroll it, and then we're going to step back to the top of push-up again. We're going to lower down, up dog, down dog. We're going to reach the right foot up the back wall, and we're going to hold. And we're going to bend the leg, opening up the hip, keeping the right armpit down. And then throw that shin top of the mat. Scooch the left leg further back. Your right knee is going to end up outside your right ribs when you put your forearms down. I like to put my head on my hands here. You could also lengthen all the way out if you prefer. And breathe. You see the foot is pointing out this way. It could come more forward for more intensity. I would be cautious with that. And again, we're going to breathe. All right, hands top of the mat. Step that right leg back. You could shake it a bit. And let's run the vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog and down dog. Left leg reaching up. Bending left leg if you like, keeping left armpit down. And throwing shin up on the other side. You can see now better. The knee will end up outside the ribs. Forearms down, head down, lengthening out if you like. Right leg can go a little further back. Excellent. One more time, we're going to step back, top of push-up. You could shake that leg if you like. We'll lower down, up dog, and down dog. And let's sit down. I'm going to shift my mat a little bit so that you can see me better for the sitting poses. We're going to do dynamic forward folding, which we do often in this sequence. So legs are straight out in front. We're going to breathe in and reach up. We're going to breathe out and try to touch the toes. All the way back up. And over, out breath is on the downward fold. Good. Let's touch the ceiling and then bring the arms down. We're going to do our twist. We're going to bend the right leg and hug that foot in real close. Left arm's going to hold that leg. Right hand 6 inches behind your tail. Shoulder pulls back as you look back. You could bring the elbow outside, that foot in the front, toe pointing up to the ceiling. All right, let's switch it. Right leg out, left foot in. So right grabs left, so we're coming across the body. Hand behind you again, sitting up tall, maybe elbow outside. Breathing here. Good. Back around. I'm going to double up my mat because we're going to be on the tail. So both legs bent. We bring the arms underneath the bent legs, roll back. You can stay right here. You could let go. You could straighten the legs, hands in prayer to the toes or to the third eye. Straight back, try to pull the shoulders back. It's hard. We're going to breathe here. You could keep the legs bent. This is 1 of 5. Good. Cross the legs, grab the shins, straight the back up real tall. And 2 of 5. Back up. Your choice. Legs straight's a lot of work. Keep those shoulders back. Breathe. Cross the legs. Sit up tall. And number 3. Back up. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And number 4. Shoulders back. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And number 5, back up. Great. Let's hug the knees in, but lie down this time. So we'll lie back. The legs will just be next to each other. You can grab the shins and bring the nose up to the knees. And then we're going to do bridge. We're going to put the feet down flat. Feet and knees are 2 fists apart. Longest finger almost touches the heel. We lift the hips. As we lift the hips, tuck the shoulders, intertwine the fingers, push the arms down, push the hips up. Keep the head and shoulders down, unless you're doing Urdhva Dhanurasana. And we breathe here. Good. Back down. We're going to do bridge by kicking the feet up and over the head. This will, and in bridge, it's better to bring the elbows in. It's easier than shoulder stand, so you can see me do that from here. With the hands on the back, you can kind of bring the elbows in so that the distance to the shoulders. You could intertwine the fingers and push the arms down. Let's just take a couple of breaths here. And if your hands are not on the back, put them there now. Fingers pointing to the spine, thumbs to the front. Get those elbows in and then lengthen all the way up. You want heavy shoulders, heavy elbows, light head. You could bring the feet more forward. It'll put it in the elbows. And let's stay here. Hold on. Whoa. Okay. Sorry. I thought Bella was running out the door. Good. Let's come down. Bring the knees into the chest. And let's bring the arms out like a T. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to let the knees fall to the right. As you look to the left, you can put the right hand on the legs, pushing them down. Good. Let's come all the way up and then over to the other side. You can push the knees down. Good. Back to center. Hug the knees into your chest and then roll yourself up to a seated position so we can take 5 minutes in meditation. I'm going to roll my mat up. Sorry about the scare and shoulder stand. The vet came to the door. I thought Bella was running out the door. But we're going to roll this up. And unless you're on carpeting, I would leave a little bit of a tail off the end there so that you have your heels on the part of the mat and then sitting on the rolled up part. I'm going to set my timer in a second for 5 minutes. You just turn the feet in, or however you can sit cross-legged. We'll intertwine the fingers with the thumbs touching, right hand down, left on top, thumbs touching, shoulders back, chin reaching to the chest, becoming aware of the breath rising and falling in the body. And we're going to take 5 minutes here, at a good 5 minutes, and let's hang out. Very nice. Bring the hands to the heart center and rub them together. Good, like a big funnel all the way up. We're going to take a breath in as much as we can get. We're going to breathe in more. We're going to breathe in more. We're going to hold, belly tight, legs tight, floor tight, and then we let it all out. Wow. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. All right, let me get up close and say hello to everyone. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. And thank you for joining the Yoga Book Club. Namaste, Terry. It's danieloverberger.com. You can find the links to my Venmo and PayPal, so you can send your donations through there from my website. Those of you that already know my PayPal and Venmo, of course, you have to worry about that. And we're every Monday and Wednesday at 7. And if you didn't get my newsletter, that's on my website too. You can just hit get updates and all of that. Thank you, Shanna. Good to see you. And that is it. Let me stop this recording here. Elliot, all right. Thank you. Thank you.